Listen, ho, let's do this damn podcast. I ain't playing with you.
No.
Today, ahora.
Oh, you trying to talk Spanish too?
Do. Ooh, we're peaking bad right now.
You're peaking bad.
Guys, I'm about to take a sip of this mango iced tea. You hear? Wait. Can you hear it?
I can't.
Oh yeah.
God.
ASMR. Okay. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like Nicki Minaj, so let's just put that out there.
And Beyonce.
Oh yeah, I don't like
Two
Beyonce
overrated artists. Like, what in the heck, man?
And don't send us hate mail, because I have my reasons. It's not like I just don't like people for no reason. And I have to say, I think we live in a time where people are really horrible at reading other people. Now, don't get me wrong. There's going to be times where you're going to meet people and sometimes you don't expect certain things from them. But for the most part, I'm pretty good at reading shitty people.
Now, this is basically all of these things Ariana told me because I really didn't pick up on it. So this podcast is basically going to be her explaining how she enlightened my eyes. And this is because I was a sheep beforehand. I was like, oh, cool. Yes, we're going to worship Beyonce. We're going to worship Nicki Minaj. And yeah, because apparently they're both legends and they're both queens and they're both this and they're both that. And the reality is that no.
I didn't brainwash her or anything like that.
No, she didn't brainwash me. No.
She's making me sound really like...
No. It was not brainwashing in any degree, any way, shape, or form. It was not. It was just... She would be like, you know this happened, right? You know that's why she's like this, right? And I'd be like, okay, can you elaborate? And then she did, and I was like, what?
Okay, so
begin, Maestro.
All right, so I don't like Nicki Minaj. All right, I want that to be known. Okay. However, I cannot like people and still respect their talent. I can respect what they do. I can respect if they've done nice things, in their life. I respect all that. Doesn't mean I have to like them.
Quick side note, Pepsi has a really weird aftertaste. Go on.
Wow. So my issue is this. There's currently a Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B debate, and I feel like it's stupid because one thing about hip hop is not even hip hop, just overall in life. There's a constant competitive thing with women that I don't understand.
Yeah, there can only be one female rapper and that's it. And she's got to be the apex female rapper.
Yeah, I don't see the male dominated genre of hip hop being so of course they all want to be on top. Of course they all want to be the best, but they all kind of just and they have beefs too, but it's almost like they coexist even despite people having beef, because people are gonna have beef. There's gonna be people who don't like each other. There's gonna be people who don't get along, and that's that. But with female rap, it's there can only be one. There can only be one on the top. They can't be in the same space. They can't make music, and then if they say something in a song, it's oh, are they talking about such and such? Are they talking about such and such?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's dude, maybe they're just talking about Sandra down the street. I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah. What if there's no topic?
Competition?
What if they're just putting words to a song? Then that's it. Oh, God forbid they only put words to a song and that's it.
Yeah, because I feel hip hop is literally...
Everything has to be English class in real life.
Yeah, because it's rap, they usually talk about the same stuff. They talk about street life. They talk about getting girls. They talk about making money, and they literally just shit on people. Oh, I got more money than you. This and that and the other. They're putting down other people and saying that they're better, but I feel that's just the formula for a rap song, that it doesn't necessarily have to be targeted at a specific person.
It's the quadratic formula, but for rap songs.
Yeah. So, me personally, I like Cardi B more than I like Nicki Minaj, because I just feel Nicki Minaj is more genuine.
You mean Cardi B is more genuine?
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Cardi B is... I'm sorry. It's late. I think Cardi B is more genuine than Nicki Minaj because I can tell that's how she really is. And Nicki Minaj, I feel like since the moment she came out, she just was always phony. Like, I feel like people will see something right in front of their face and just not accept it and don't want to believe something when it starts to show itself later on down the line.
I feel like Nicki Minaj is just like a bitter, not like bitter, but I just feel like she's like if she's not the top one, and if she's not like people aren't like grateful for working with her, like she has a problem. She has a problem with
Kick
people
rocks.
not giving her like respect that she hasn't even like earned yet. Yeah, she's
Right.
been in the game for a while, but she hasn't been in the game for as long as like old
You
like
haven't
Lil
earned
Kim
your
or
stripes, ho.
Yeah, really.
You ain't earned your stripes. But yeah, I don't think that Nicki Minaj is okay. I'm gonna break down my problem with Nicki Minaj right now. Nicki Minaj came in one fake and phony. All right, and I don't mean physically. Okay, I'm talking about like her personality was fake and phony, and then she literally was like talking about having 16 personalities and rapping and all these weird ass voices, you know, and she was like this caricature of I don't even know what. Okay, and I felt like she was trying way too hard to be different, trying way too hard to just be out there. There are some people who can be weird and it fits them. Like Johnny Depp is weird and it fits him. You know, what's that dude that he does all the movies for? Tim Burton is weird and it works for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Michael Jackson was strange, but it works for him. You know, there are certain people who have a level of, we all have.
Lady Gaga.
I feel like she'd be overdoing it sometimes, but I do
No.
feel like at the same time that's how she is. So
I
I'll
don't
put
think
her,
she's overdoing it. I genuinely think that she's a creative person.
I don't disagree. I think she's extremely talented, but I think
I said creative.
talented and creative. I agree with that too, but she do be over the top. She be doing the most. She does. I mean,
Sorry,
she came to one award show in like a meat outfit. Yo, you remember that?
Well, I think it was. I forgot what the statement was, but it was definitely to make a
It
statement.
was about
wasn't
like
just
veganism or something, right? Or like don't eat meat or something.
I don't know. I don't think she's.
Or
a
was
vegan,
she saying like she's a piece of meat? Like don't treat me like a piece of meat.
I don't remember.
Who knows?
Don't remember.
For all we know, it could mean, you know, take your vitamins. For all we know.
Oh,
but,
shut up.
All right, so. Like, so I don't disagree. So, okay, I'll put Lady Gaga on there. But I still think there's times where she does, like, much. But I feel like that's still part of her personality.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference between Nicki Minaj and Lady Gaga is I feel like Lady Gaga is, like, a true talent. She's not trash. I feel like Nicki Minaj is, like, was never all that. Like, I hate that we live in this generation of, oh, they don't have competition right now. So that automatically means they're a shoo-in to be a legend. That doesn't make you legendary. Just because you happen to be the only rapper around doing something at that moment don't make you legendary. So, for example, Nicki Minaj got to where she was at because she came up at the right time when there was no other female rappers really around. Ain't nobody heard from Lil Kim in a minute. Ain't nobody heard from Remy Ma in a minute. Nobody heard from Trina in a minute. Nobody heard from Rashida and all these other female rappers in a minute.
Eve.
Queen Latifah hadn't rapped in ages. MC Lyte and all the other classic
Eve.
you know, female rappers. Eve, ain't nobody heard from Eve in a minute. You know what I mean? So there was nobody else. It was a perfect time for another female artist to come around. And that's another thing too to like stress. Everybody has their time. I say that all the time. If you look at comedy, all right, Kevin Hart had his time, Cat Williams had his time, you know, Mike Epps had his time, Chris Tucker had his time. They all had their time. Tiffany Haddish just had her time.
Dave Chappelle.
Monique and Dave Chappelle, they all had their time. You know, every so many years or however long, whatever, everybody has their time.
It's like how your body resets every like 7 years or something, whatever like the heck it is.
Right.
That's how it is with the fame industry.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean that you suck or anything. It just means that everyone has their time to shine. And now is Cardi B's time to shine, and I feel like Nicki Minaj feels some type of way about it. But like when Nicki Minaj came out, there was nobody else like to compete with. It's just like with Beyonce. The only reason why Beyonce is where she's at right now is not only because of the team. She has an incredible team behind. It's almost like the Kardashians. It's like, why the fuck are these people famous? They don't have any talent. They're liars. They will do anything to stay relevant. but they stay relevant and they're filthy rich off of it. And it's because of the amazing team they have. They have an amazing team, especially their mom. You know, that lady is freaking marketing genius, you know? And it's the same thing. Like, Beyonce has an incredible team. She's married to one of the most influential, most powerful people, not just in hip hop, but if you think about it, in like black entertainment. You know what I mean? Like, he really has like, and I'll give Jay-Z his credit. I'm not the biggest Jay-Z fan, but he's done a lot. Like, he's gained a lot of success, and like I respect him for that. Even though I jam. See, me personally, I like the old Jay-Z stuff. You know, but I don't like every like Jay-Z song. Like, I'm not my brother's a Jay-Z fanatic. I'm not. But I feel like being married to Jay-Z, that makes those two like the ultimate like status couple. You know what I mean? So it's like you put the right two people together, and then, you know, you kind of build them up to be like this big deal, like, you know, artists, when in reality, I mean, me personally, I feel like Nas is better than Jay-Z, and then there's so many artists better than Beyonce. Beyonce, in my opinion, is an entertainer.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, she's an entertainer. She's not like an artist. Yeah. She's an entertainer.
She has a good voice.
Yeah, she's talented.
No one's doubting.
I'm not disputing that.
Yeah, no, she's got a good voice, but it just, oh God, if you just look at
she don't have the best voice. She's not the best not the best dancer. And I know people are like, oh, well, why don't you try going up there singing and dancing? Look, I already know I can't dance. That's why I don't go do it.
I know I kind of. I'm not on the same level, but I know that I can at least do something.
No, but what I'm saying is, let's be honest. Like, you look at her perform. Mm-hmm. She's not the best dancer in the industry. No. Ciara can outdance her. Tiana Taylor could probably outdance Beyonce.
Yeah. J-Lo?
Maybe.
I think she's good. I think J-Lo's good.
Maybe. I have to see her. I haven't seen her dance in a minute. You know, I haven't seen her sing in a minute either. Even though I heard
she's kind of doing her own thing now.
Yeah, I've seen more of her in movies than I have like actually singing and dancing. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I jammed to J-Lo, the old J-Lo songs. Mm-hmm. But I know she started out as a dancer. Mm-hmm. So, you know, let's, for the sake of what you've seen, you know, we'll say J-Lo as well. Okay, and then singer wise, she's definitely not the best singer.
No.
She's definitely not the best songwriter. Neo is a fantastic songwriter. D'Angelo, fantastic songwriter. Jill Scott, fantastic songwriter. Lauryn Hill, fantastic songwriter. Okay, let's talk about singers. Adele can outsing Beyonce. Whitney Houston, well, that's not.
All Adele gotta do is just stand there, and just her voice will take over a room.
Yeah, I mean,
even if you look at it, I'm revisiting Lady Gaga again because I've had this conversation with you before.
Oh yeah, for sure, Lady Gaga can outsing. Yeah.
Lady Gaga is like a voice chameleon. She will morph her voice to fit whatever genre she has to, I guess, fit into. So for A Star Is Born, she sang like a more. I never saw I didn't see the movie yet, but I'm assuming she sang more of like a country-ish.
Yeah. I saw the scenes. Yeah, I didn't see the movie, but I saw.
Yeah, so she had to manipulate her voice for that. She is really good with the pop and electronic thing because that's what happened when she first came out. That's what her voice was geared more towards.
Alejandro.
Yeah, and she was just, you know, and she's good at doing like this kind of like this slow jazzy thing, which I think is really excellent for her voice type, which is what she should be concentrating on. But that's up to her. I think that she's got a really good voice for everything. Like, she's a chameleon. Mariah Carey with like the
I don't see how Mariah Carey, how people could like put up Beyonce above, because hello, Mariah Carey's still here.
Mariah Carey slaps, y'all.
Mariah Carey's still here.
Mariah Carey slaps.
She's still doing it. Look, Mariah Carey already solidified her place. People be like, oh, she don't even dance. She barely sing no more. She don't have to.
All she gotta do is
solidified her place, bro.
Really.
Her place is set for life. Like, she's one of the best singers of all time.
She is already a legend. She's been around for that long, and she's done so much shit. Whitney Houston, God rest her soul.
Amen.
10 million times better than Beyonce.
But wait, we forgot one other spectacular singing queen.
Elvis?
No. But close. Christina friggin' Aguilera.
Oh my God. Okay. Hands down. And Pink.
Pink is also very underrated. Pink is so underrated,
Pink,
bro.
Pink, you made a good point to me that when she first came out, she was a very like R&B-ish. Yeah, she was very R&B-ish. Then she transitioned to the pop and
she never should
top 40. No, I mean, I think it's okay for her. I mean, she sounds good, but I mean, like, I think she's better. Like
we done went way past Nicki Minaj, and you know what? I don't even care because this conversation is so freaking interesting.
Yes,
and now that we're on Pink, I just want to say I love Pink. I love what she stands for. I love for like all the messages and her music actually has a lot of good messages. What pisses me off is that she's pop. And I don't care what genre people are because I listen to every freaking thing. The problem is people don't respect pop artists. And that's what bothers me. She can't be taken serious. 40.
They're just like this white bread type of music.
Right. And people don't take them seriously. And it's like Pink is actually an incredible artist, but because she's pop, people don't want to give her respect. They don't see her more than a pop artist. And that bothers me because like she is so talented and she's so like herself. She's never changed for anybody, and I think I think the reason she went pop is because she felt it was a better fit for her. But I thought the R&B route was really good because she had the voice for it. I honestly didn't even know she was white because like when I heard her old stuff, I didn't know she was white. I thought she was like just really light skinned or something. Which I mean, obviously there's white artists who sound. I mean, look at Joss Stone and you know we could go on and on, but and my boo Michael McDonald. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh yeah, Michael McDonald.
Call me Michael McDonald.
I mean, Ariana Grande, she's a more contemporary artist, but she has got a powerhouse voice.
Beyonce has nothing on. Look, a lot of people
JoJo.
Yo, yes.
Anybody remember JoJo?
Girl.
Okay, I have followed JoJo since I was in middle school. Like I'm talking early middle school. Okay,
we're peaking so hardcore. I hope we're not like banging out your eardrums.
That's okay.
We're excited.
You can lower the volume. That's all right. JoJo is she's working on her comeback. She just got, freed up from the shackles of her old recording company and she recorded all her old shit again. And it just, her voice, the way she's worked on her voice, incredible. She's got so much control. And it's like...
Yo, even Demi Lovato.
Yeah, Demi Lovato is another powerhouse.
That goes back to the pop thing I was saying a second. People don't... Sorry, my bad. Let me take it down. Even Demi Lovato, right? It goes back to what I was saying about pop artists. People don't respect pop artists, and I get why. It's very like top 40. Sometimes people have one hit wonders, whatever. I get it, but bro, there are so many top 40 artists who have such incredible talent that don't get recognized. There are people who just in general don't get recognized. But Beyonce, and I'm not trying to like bash Beyonce. I'm more so bashing the people who put her on this pedestal and like make her so overrated to the point where it's like, yo, I get it, it's Beyonce, but like everything she does not slay or slap, as Angela would say. Not everything she does.
Me. I didn't invent it. Watch your levels, bro. Put a bookmark.
I can just lower it.
Okay.
All right, look, I'll lower my microphone.
There you go. Yes.
All right, so I lowered my microphone so I'm not as loud in y'all ear.
Woo.
So.
What's crazy is that I was reading something. Was it you that told me? Or I think I might have read it. People were spending like rent money. They were spending rent money to see this lady on tour.
Bro, listen.
What is going on?
I don't care what anybody says.
This is like Fire Festival all over again, but for Beyonce.
Beyonce is cool. Like when she first came out, like her first solo album I had. So it's not like I just never like, I loved Destiny's Child and I had her first solo album.
That was good
times, I liked old Beyonce way back when, Fighting Temptations Beyonce, okay? So she was cool, and then at some point it like changed, and then I noticed little things. It just felt like she was copying a lot of people, and then the fans want to use the excuse she's paying homage, okay, if that's what you want to call it. Y'all will say with Beyonce it's paying homage, and then with Trump y'all say he's copying Michelle Obama, okay, but whatever. That's a whole nother conversation. So she is overrated because like we just named a bunch of artists. If you were to compare them vocally, there's no comparison. And the sucky part is they're pop. And like if you really look at Beyonce, she's no different than a lot of artists out right now. Bruno Mars. If you wanted me to like honest, and I'm a music lover. I love music.
She is.
I
y'all.
listen to everything.
She really
I would
does.
not be biased. Like, I'm gonna be honest. So, and like I said, I can still extend the respect to that person. Like, I'm not saying she's not talented. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is she's overrated. So like, you look at Ariana Grande's vocals, Mariah Carey's vocals. Well, okay, we won't put Mariah Carey in there, but you know,
even though we should.
There's a lot of artists out there who really can sing, like, and I'm not saying she can't sing, but there are people who have stronger voices. You know what I mean? And also I just feel like Beyonce songs, especially now, like, I'm so sick of people being like, oh, Beyonce slay, tear off my edges, blah 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 blah. It, like, she could cut her hair. It's, oh my god, slay Beyonce. I'm just like, she cut her hair, okay, you know? It's like, all right, I don't see what the thing is, it won't even be all that. She could do anything. She could push someone off a cliff and they'd be like, yes, Beyonce, work, you push him off that cliff. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't understand.
That's
like,
true.
Yeah,
True.
right. So it's just like, I don't understand. She's not doing anything better or different than anybody else that's regular in the industry, but for some reason she just gets way more respect. And it just, and then it's like, oh, how dare you say anything about Beyonce? And it's like, but critically think and be honest. Do you honestly think she's the best even entertainer? Look at entertainers as a whole. Beyonce came out here and y'all calling her queen, this queen. Not only, and this is how it's going to tie into Nicki Minaj, who we started off with. This, I'm going to self-proclaim myself as queen. I hate that shit. Or legendary.
Queen Bee, she calls herself.
Yeah, or like beyond this idea that Beyonce has, like, oh, I'm queen and y'all need to bow down to me. And it's like, no. You need to earn the title of legend. You have not earned. Now you have, because you've been so, like, shoved down people's throats. You know what I mean? And if you really look at the music, if you look at the music videos, her music videos are not. That's why what Kanye West did, and I freaking hate Kanye West now. I like old Kanye West, but for the sake of this, we're going to talk about it real quick. When Kanye West did what he did to Taylor Swift, I don't care what anybody thinks about Taylor Swift, especially what we know about Taylor Swift now, okay? It's not about that. He went up there and embarrassed a 16-year-old girl who was having a moment that, in my opinion, she deserved, because the music video was freaking cute and adorable. It wasn't this simple black and white 3 people just shaking their butts for 3 friggin' minutes. Okay, that doesn't impress me. I'm sorry. That don't impress me much. That's Shania Twain for all you country fans out there.
Got the looks, but haven't
got the touch. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I forget the rest of the words. But so Taylor Swift's music video was, in my opinion, was better. Now, I know a lot of people was like, who is Taylor Swift anyway? And that music video corny. Yeah, because y'all ain't, look, y'all was impressed by 3 people shaking their butt for 3 minutes, but you didn't even take out the time to, like, look at Taylor Swift's video and think, okay, this is the MTV Awards. You have to look at the age. You got to look at, there's a lot of stuff to take into consideration. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. There's times where I've been watching the MTV Awards and people got snubbed for awards and I was mad, okay? That really... Perfect example, Bryson Tiller versus DNCE, who was corny AF, okay? Nick Jonas is way better than... Never mind, I'm not even going to get into that. But, so, yeah. So I don't like this idea of, I'm queen, and I'm going to call myself queen, and I'm going to call myself legendary, and y'all are just going to follow suit with it. No, that's not how it works, okay? Aretha Franklin wasn't the queen of soul, because she said she the queen of soul, okay? She earned that, okay? She was talented. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson wasn't the king of pop because he just called himself the king. No. He earned that. People just called him because, bro, come on. Like, they were influential in culture, man. How is
and
Beyonce?
And no, Jacquees, you're not the king of R&B, so sit down.
Word. Like, how, ooh, that's another conversation we need to have. The Jacquees situation.
Oh,
it's
God.
Old AF, but we need to talk about it. Because we could make a whole list of who could be the king of R&B, and Jacquees is not one of them. No disrespect to Jacquees, but
Unfortunately, Chris Brown's probably in the running.
for this generation, yeah, I probably would say. But what was I talking about? You cut me off and I forgot.
How people they don't call themselves.
Oh yes, thank
that.
you.
Okay.
You want to say anything?
No, you on a roll.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, they
Listen,
influence culture. Like, how did Beyonce influence culture? Please tell me.
I was a very sheltered person growing up, so I never really peeped this much game. So,
but like, tell me,
I didn't really pay that much. I was a sheep growing up. I really didn't know all of this until I really started like paying attention, and people were breaking it down for me.
If anyone's listening to this, just look up all the stuff that Beyonce has taken from people. Like, really look at, like, it's so easy to see. And then, like, all her music videos be this, like, a lot of them were the same for a long period of time. Her music just, like, progressively got more and more trash. And then it felt like she was trying to fit into some category where she didn't belong. Like, and I'm not saying people don't jump categories or jump genre because Taylor Swift did it. Nicki Minaj is even doing it, since we're on the topic of Nicki Minaj. People hop genres all the time. People do it all the time. Mm-hmm. Snoop been on pop records. People go and flip flop and hip hop all over the place. But what I'm saying is, her music video for Kanye West to have did what he did to Taylor Swift, it's like, yo, her music videos were not creative for a while. It wasn't until recently that I guess she tried to get creative with it, but it's like it becomes like, it looks so try hard at to me at this point. Everything she does just looks try hard. Like, I'm trying to look a certain way to people. I'm trying to be this, you know, now I'm involved with like social issues, and now I'm this queen, and now I'm this, you know, I know how people think of me, so let me give them this, like, what's supposed to be artistic, you know, piece of, you know, music or music video, you know,
like the visual album,
cinematography, and or you know, photography and stuff like that, when really it looks like trash. Let's take, for example, and I'm not involving her children whatsoever, I'm solely speaking of the photographs. When she announced that she was pregnant and released them pictures, come on now, y'all. Now, y'all know if that was y'all cousin and they released them as they baby pictures, y'all would not be, yes, queen, yes. And then, like, doing spoofs of, like doing copies of that very picture. Like, y'all know y'all would not be doing that, because the baby, not the pictures of the baby, I'm saying, like, her baby announcement pictures. Y'all know. Come on now, bruh. Like, y'all would not be, but because it's Beyonce, it like means way more. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, everything she does is not, that was the chair, by the way. Everything she does is not, like, gold. Like, y'all need to chill. Like, there's other people doing stuff on the same level as her. And then y'all don't put them up on a pedestal. And then there's people who are way better than her who should be on that level, and you're not giving it to them. Like, there's just so many artists that get overlooked that y'all just don't even give them the time of day. You know what I mean? But like I was saying before, like, Beyonce came around, she's like, oh, I'm the queen, and I'm just like, no, you're not the queen. Really, if we're really gonna talk about queens, because y'all came up around the same time, the 90s, it will be Aaliyah. It's just that Aaliyah isn't here to claim her crown.
Yeah,
you feel me?
I forgot about that.
Aaliyah ain't here to claim her crown. So, like I said before, everyone has their time, right? This has been Beyonce's time. We haven't heard from her kind of in a minute, but like, this has been her time, because think about it. When Beyonce came around, there was no one else to compete with her. Nobody. Aaliyah had passed away. Who else was R&B that I don't even know?
Aside from like the kind of older school
music
people?
Group, because music groups was the female and male music group scene was like dying off.
Yeah, well that's probably around the time that they broke up, right?
No, because Beyonce went solo.
2004? No,
she went solo like early 2000s, early 2000s, I think, or early to mid 2000s.
Didn't she drop the first album in like 2000 and something?
Yeah, like early 2000s. And she was cool back then. But the whole thing was that for a while. Because, I mean, even Keisha Cole came around. And a couple other people came around. But there really wasn't somebody that was really, like, that's I'm not gonna say special, but really stood out, you know, in my opinion. And you know, she took that opportunity because ain't nobody else was there to, like, you know, take over. But trust and believe, if Aaliyah was still here, bro, Beyonce would not be where she's at. I'm just being honest. Like, because even Sierra, like I said, Sierra's a better dancer, but nobody, like, really pays attention to Sierra. Why? I don't friggin' know. But I mean, maybe because of music wise, but like dance wise, oh yeah. Because if you think about it, Beyonce would be in the category of like the Britney Spears and the J-Lo's and the Janet Jacksons, even though she can't touch Janet, but she would be in that entertainment field, entertainer field, like the Madonnas, right? The Madonnas. But the difference between, like I said before, Madonna, people like Madonna and like that legendary status, you don't just call yourself, you earn that. And the reason why they earn it is because they made an impact culturally and socially. Like they made an impact, like fashion, just all that. Like, if you look at Madonna, like we've had this conversation, Madonna ain't the best singer.
No.
You know, I don't even.
What she did during the time
really see
period,
her dance like that.
From a woman aspect, what Madonna did in the 80s and the 90s and even now is
women's
groundbreaking
or whatever you call
it. She did things that were taboo for women to do, and how to perform and to dress while performing, and you know, with the whole like religious.
She brought right
with the whole religious, you know, aspects of her performances, and it angered a lot of people. But I feel like through, you know, breaking through those barriers and just, you know, making herself a likable person through that and the movements that she started, I think she earned her standing.
Right. Like, she's legendary. Like, I mean, like I said before, fashion with Madonna, right? She brought awareness to people, AIDS and the gay community and religion and all that other stuff. You know, she brought the controversy, you know, like that's what she did. And it's the same thing like Michael Jackson. Why is Michael Jackson legendary? Nobody was moonwalking had existed already, but he like made it. He made it popular, you know. But his fashions, you know, the introduction of music, like movie style music, like what we know today as music videos telling a story, like cool music video. Michael Jackson created that. You know what I'm saying? Like he added something to the culture. You know what I'm saying? What has Beyonce done? Please answer this for me. What has Beyonce done that has been so innovative, never done before, just blew my mind, brains all over the place? Like, what has she done for our society? Like change the scene. She has not. She has not done anything different than anybody else out here that's been doing it. She hasn't. I'm just being real.
Celine Dion probably done more.
Right. Like, Celine Dion, bro. Her voice is incredible. And she's not even a native English speaker. Come on, y'all. Like, what are we doing? Like, you know, she's not, I'm sorry. And now I'm in my feelings about it because, like, it's just like, I just don't understand. You know? The people y'all big up, like, I just don't get it. And then, like, you look at all the stuff she done stole from people, all the lawsuits she done had. You know what I mean? And I don't want to hear there's a lot of people who steal songs. We talking about Beyonce. I know a lot of people steal songs, but I'm saying Beyonce I'm not tearing her down. I'm not saying, you know, whatever. Because she has a family now and whatever, and God bless her, more power to her. But I'm just saying, like, y'all big her up so much. And I'm just like, why? Y'all not doing that for the people who really are talented out here. And I don't know who to blame. I don't know if I should blame the record companies, the radio stations, because the radio stations
it's almost
aren't
like
helping.
I'm really good at comparisons, I think. Sometimes I suck, but I think lately I've been really good. It's like with the animal organizations and everything like that, like the animal, like the donations, like animal shelters and stuff like that. Like, everybody knows who the ASPCA is. Everybody knows who the Humane Society of the United States is. But what about the smaller animal shelters who need just as much help? You know,
don't forget
you all are given to the big guys, but you're forgetting about the ones who are also trying to make an impact.
And another thing is too, like, we complain so much. Oh, these TV shows are shit. There's not all these channels and nothing to watch on TV. All this music, all the radio plays the same 7 songs. Okay, so what are y'all doing to change it? Because what I do when I go home is I try to like listen to as many artists I never heard before.
Mm-hmm. I just turn my shit on shuffle and I just listen to stuff that pops up and I'm like, oh, this is interesting.
Like, y'all want better music, but do you want better music? Because it's out there. It's just
Yeah.
a shame we have to go back in the day when we was growing up. And I'm making myself sound really old. I'm not old, but like, you know, being a 90s kid, like growing up, we didn't have to like, I mean, don't get me wrong. There were some songs that were just like, bruh, like Chubbawamba and, you know, a lot of people talk shit about Hanson. I like Hanson, whatever. Everybody
Hanson was
has,
good.
yeah, everybody has they like guilty pleasure. But I mean, why is it a guilty pleasure? I mean, I like it, you know. Like I said, I listen to everything. Like, people don't like Rick Astley. I freaking love Rick Astley. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, if everybody had that, but
Rick Astley had a really good voice.
he did.
Speaking of
he just
underrated,
wasn't taken seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how he became a one-hit wonder. But
Right.
technically, was he a two-hit wonder? Because he had that
two-hit.
other song,
For together forever.
Ever and ever, which sounded exactly
So,
like
yeah,
the other
exactly
song.
like the other one, yeah.
So,
But they had we had songs like that back in the day, so don't get me wrong. But back then too, I felt like the radio really played like stuff that was good music.
yeah.
I remember growing up and my family would play the radio and they would play all types of decades of songs. Now when I turn on the radio, I barely hear songs from like the 60s, the 70s. Like, what is you doing?
I fixed the headphones, ho.
Girl.
I'm making ASMR sounds. Woo, zippy.
Girl.
Zippy bippy. Anyway,
This
go ahead.
lady right
Go
here,
ahead.
man.
Shut up.
But yeah, so dang, we was all over the place. But I mean, we're basically kind of on topic, I guess. But,
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I mean, you know, the music we grew up on, like they played all type, like it was just good music, like good vocals, good just instrumentals, like bops, like made you just jam out. And I listen to that to this day, like all the time. And it's like that's gone. It's like now music has just become this, hey, it has a nice beat, so it makes it a good song. I don't care if you can sing or not. I don't care if I can understand a word you're saying. And I don't meaning like, what do these lyrics mean? No. Because back in the day, they had lyrics that you may not know what the lyrics was trying to say in the song. Now it's just straight up, you're mumbling and I don't know actually what you're saying. And it's a hit song. And that's all that matters.
One of the genres that are, I was trying to speak into yours, like, hello. I'm really at Ariana's mic right now. I'm not at my own. Now I'm going back to my own. Goodbye. Hello. So, what was I saying?
Bitch, I don't know.
Oh, the lo-fi beats.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah. That's good stuff. They might not be saying anything, but you make the words up in your head.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't even need a song to have lyrics. Like, I could love a song just for the instrumental. I could love a song for its lyrics or both. I don't really care. But I just feel like when we grew up, like, music just was, I don't know. I feel like every generation feels like their music is better than the last generation, than the current generation. Like, the last generation is better than the current generation.
Well, I can say for a fact that
I think ours is definitely better, though.
Oh, yeah. Music in the 90s and, like, the late 80s, terrific.
Yeah.
Terrific. Like, there's just hands down. It was just a different world. And I'm not just saying that because I'm from the 90s. Like, I grew up in products of the 90s and the early 2000s.
Yeah, because we grew up listening to all types of all music.
Yeah, and I don't know. There's something about it, like the alternative, like rock, and like the Nirvana, and just all this, even down to like the very poppy and like children's shows, show tunes and stuff like that. It just is like it was a different world, and it was such new age, but also it had like touches of other nostalgias and everything. So I feel that music from that time period, it's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of untouchable because that was when a lot of legends were made too.
I agree. Because they earned it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Kurt Cobain earned legendary. Why? Because I feel like he's one of the most well-known grunge. I mean, even though there was grunge bands before Nirvana, but he was different. It's something about a person not being like everyone else, and somehow they make an impact on people. And then it just so happens that he died very young too, so I feel like that had something to do with it as well. But if you ever get the chance, watch a Kurt Cobain documentary, and you'll see why he was just an awesome guy. Like, I mean, he had a lot of stuff he was dealing with, but he just was like, if you just get inside his brain, like, saw what he was thinking about, like, it just, like, he was so ahead of his time. Like, there's a lot of people who are just, Prince and all these people are just so ahead of their time. I don't see that with Beyonce, but yet she's getting the longevity, and I'm just like, I don't understand. She's not adding anything. And then
I'm really mad that she infiltrated the Lion King. I'm real mad.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that at all, but I think they use that as a way to, like, gain more, like, oh, Beyonce's in this movie, so, like,
but that's the thing. They didn't need it.
They literally could have just used the same people from the original Lion King, and they didn't
could
do
have,
it.
and they should have.
Yeah, while James Earl Jones and all these people are still living.
Yeah, that's what
they could have did it. Oh wait, I think they are using James. Are they?
They are using James Earl Jones, and they're using a couple other people, I think, from the original. I think. Wait, no, is he the only one?
You know what I thought though? I'm not gonna lie. For some reason, I had all these years. I thought everyone in the Lion King was black, like everyone in the original. And then I found out they weren't, and I was like, "Bruh, really? Y'all could have at least." But it's okay.
They could have. How many other female actresses who are black and who could have pulled off the Nala role?
Real quick though, real quick because I got another rant that I got to real quick.
Is it related to Nicki Minaj?
It's all gonna tie in, I promise.
Okay, good, because you
remind me
better at
remind me about the Queen topic.
Queen as in
Queen
the Queen
and legendary topic.
Oh, okay, cool.
Remind me to get back because that's all gonna tie into Nicki Minaj. But this is all spread out because it pisses me off across the board because I feel like Nicki Minaj and Beyonce, I feel the same way about both. So that's why I've done what went into Beyonce. Now you can understand what it's like to be a person who actually doesn't like Beyonce. I know, right? One person who actually in this world who doesn't like Beyonce. So this is my opinion. Now Dream Girls
doesn't mean they don't have good bops.
The new Dream Girls, the newer one that had came out with Jamie Foxx, Beyonce, Jennifer Hudson, and a bunch of other people. I saw that when it came out, which was, I can't remember what year it was, but that was years ago. Okay? I saw it, I believe, with my stepfather. Man, listen. Jennifer Hudson completely annihilated those vocals. You hear me? She outsung Beyonce. Bro, I can't even explain to you. Like, her vocal skills are insane. But all you heard about when this movie was being promoted and when it came out, all you heard about was Beyonce, Beyonce, Beyonce. And then see what Beyonce did. See, y'all don't pick up on things that Beyonce does. Beyonce does little things here and there to gain attention, but she does it in a sly way where you don't pick up on it. You're just thinking, oh, look at Beyonce. She's announcing her baby. Yeah, she'll conveniently announce her pregnancy while someone else, Kelly Rowland, has an album coming out or someone else is pregnant and having a baby. She'll conveniently do things around the time of other people doing things. Yes, she's not the only one and she'll never be the only one to do something like that, but you have to pay attention to certain things that she does. Then she and this is my, crazy, conspiracy theory, but I don't think it's that far-fetched. Jennifer Hudson obviously can outsing Beyonce, beyond outsing Beyonce. Not only that, she did a terrific acting job in that film. And what did Beyonce do? She had an original song for that film called Listen, okay? You all can look it up if you never heard it. I'm pretty sure you've all heard this song. If you listen and watch as well of her trying to sing, she is straining just as hard to hit, like there's a section, when there's like a build up in a song and then they sing higher and higher and stronger.
Yeah.
You can see her just trying to like evoke that like passion. Like, how when you listen to Aretha Franklin, no, seriously.
Yeah.
Even if you listen to Amber Riley from Glee.
Yeah, it just comes.
It's just natural.
Yeah.
They don't have to they don't have to be doing the most. And don't get me wrong, there's some people who do the most and it works for them. But like Fantasia do the most, but it works for her. You see, Beyonce was doing the most because she's trying to show you, like, look at me really trying to, like, yeah, like, I got these, like, I'm trying to hit these notes and make you feel this song. But when Beyonce sings, I don't feel it. When Aretha Franklin can literally sing anything, I will be crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? She don't have to do much.
Yeah.
She can't even make me feel a song. You know what I'm saying? When Jennifer Hudson sang whatever the name of that song is, that famous song from Dream Girls. Bro, I felt it in my soul.
I saw the movie a long time ago, but I think I know
You
what
know,
song.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
I saw the movie a very, very, very long time ago.
Feel that shit. There people that it moves. That's the definition of an artist, of a talent. When y'all keep pushing me out, and then like in my opinion, I feel like honestly they had her do that song and she did that original song to separate herself from Jennifer Hudson and trying to do the most and trying to like, I don't want to say compete, but that's what it felt like to me. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like, and then what happens? That song was played on the radio all the fucking time. And the thing is, Jennifer Hudson was like killer in that, like, and all they talked about was fucking Beyonce. And they didn't even give no credit to the third girl. I can't remember her name right now.
But Rose.
Yeah, like she's an incredible actress as well and singer as well. So it's like, I'm trying to understand.
She was the voice of Tiana in Frog Prince,
right.
Princess and the Frog.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's just like, you see what I'm saying though? Like, no one talks about this. Like, no one's talking about how she's like taking photo shoots from other, like the style of a photo shoot from other people, like straight up copied it. No one's talking about like, excuse me, sorry. She was one way. Then she tried to change her image into like this bad girl. Now all of a sudden she's making this ratchet type, hip hop type,
like the trap
type sounding music, and I'm like, this does not fit you at all, and everyone's like giving you a big head about it, like it sounds good, and it sounds trash. People are like, oh, Lemonade is the best album of whatever year it came out. Oh, Beyonce's one of Beyonce's best. No, I've heard those songs. They are trash. They are trash. When she came out with that Secret album and then she had like music videos for all of them, I'm like, y'all are, one of the music, check this out. And I know I keep like cutting myself off. One of the songs on, I think it's the Lemonade album, whichever one it was a secret album that she released, and she had music videos for it. There's one where it's like a beauty pageant, and it was almost like oh, poor me, I'm so pretty, and blah, 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 whatever the fuck that song was.
Oh.
Go and watch a video by Britney Spears called Lucky. That ain't nothing but fucking the Lucky Britney Spears song. That is literally the fuck it is.
Was that album with Drake on it? The one, oh God.
What are you talking about? Britney Spears or Beyonce?
No, the Beyonce one. That was,
I think it was Lemonade, right?
No.
It was Lemonade.
The one before that.
I Am Sasha Fierce?
No.
How do I even know the names of the albums?
I don't know. I have to look at it because I don't know if it's still on my Spotify.
I can't remember. I don't know. But all I know is like she tried to change her sound. But see, check this out. See, Rihanna, if I'm not mistaken, isn't she signed to Jay-Z or something like that? See, Rihanna is good at bad girl gone bad type of, good girl gone bad type of thing. That worked for her. Now she's like a bad girl. See, I'm a Rihanna fan. I'm a huge Rihanna fan. A lot of people talk shit about Rihanna. Rihanna's talented. All right. Now, is she the strongest vocalist? No. I'll put her in the entertainment category, but
I think it was the self-titled Beyonce album, the Platinum Edition.
Oh, maybe. But
maybe. I don't know.
But Rihanna, the reason why I respect Rihanna so much is she is who she is. She's not a bad person. She's genuine. You know what I'm saying? And incredible businesswoman. Okay, Beyonce tried to come out with something called... She making
money. She initially came out as a... Go ahead.
Beyonce years ago, I don't know if you remember, she tried to come out with House of Darion. Freaking sucked. The clothing line doesn't even exist anymore.
Wow.
Rihanna, fashion's on point all the time. There's not a haircut she has gotten that did not look fantastic on her.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? She can dress her ass off. You know what I'm saying? She's just a cool girl. Like, she's just awesome, and she's gorgeous. That's another thing. I feel like when it comes to how the outside world sees black beauty, especially like just in general black beauty, and then when you look at black females, it's always like Beyonce mentioned, Halle Berry. And I think that's about it. It ain't that many. It ain't that many people name. And it's like, Rihanna is like, what? Are you kidding? Like, when people are like, oh, I want a girl like Beyonce. Bitch, no, I want a girl like Rihanna. Okay? That's what I want. And then maybe Demi Lovato too. But, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, it's like with certain things, there's just no comparison. And again, I'm not bashing her. I'm just trying to get people to see, like, I'm trying to understand why she's so overrated. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Rihanna does the whole bad girl thing. Like, she switched over to the bad girl, like, image, and it freaking worked in her favor. Then on top of that, she had a thing with Puma. She has Fenty makeup, which is incredibly successful.
She has her own lingerie line.
Right. What's it called?
Savage Fenty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She, come on, bro. And then now Beyonce been trying to have some line called
Like
Ivy Park.
Ivy Park, yeah.
What the like, come on.
I haven't heard anything about that line in forever.
Right.
Like, it's once in a blue moon, it comes up on my dash, and it's like, oh, sponsored by Ivy Park, and I'm just like, what?
Unsubscribe.
Or it'll be like an influencer on my search page, and I'm like on my explore page, and I'm like, what the heck? I haven't seen this sweatshirt or logo or anything in eons, literal eons.
Bro, let me tell you, I don't even know, like, I just don't understand. But yeah, going back because we're gonna
Queen
tie
and
it
Legacy.
all.
Queen and Legacy.
Thanks, love.
See,
I'm gonna tie it all together. Okay, so when people say stuff like, "Oh, Queen and Legendary," blah blah blah. Okay. So and I did that whole rant for like almost an hour about Beyonce. So now y'all know how I feel about Beyonce. Okay, please don't send me hate mail. It ain't personal. I'm just telling you what go look up the videos yourself, because I already had the inkling that all this shit was going on. And it just so happens that people actually did the work for me and made videos proving what I felt all along. So if you don't want to believe me, look it up yourself. Okay. And then I don't like this idea of like, yeah, like I'm just gonna call myself Legendary. I'm just gonna call myself, the queen or the king or whatever. And it's like, that's not how it works. Like, you earn that title because you make an impact, right? So going back to Nicki Minaj, that's one of the reasons why I don't mess with Nicki Minaj, because she came in the game like disrespectful, not respectful of the people before her, like the Lil Kims and everybody else, and I don't understand a lot of Nicki Minaj fans, because it's like, do y'all not see a pattern here? Like, y'all could, and I said this to Angela too recently. Everybody who like is aware of like what happens in like social media and like the hip hop community and stuff, all of y'all jump on Azalea Banks for having it out for all these other artists and not had arguments on social media with all these other artists, and then you cancel her. But yet when Nicki Minaj burns bridges with other artists before her, y'all don't say anything. Why? Why do some people get special treatment over others? And then it becomes like a ranking system. It's like, if you've been in the game for a while and you sold a couple records or you make a certain amount of money, all of a sudden it means you're exempt from being critiqued. I don't understand that. No, you're not exempt. So if you're going to talk trash about Azalea Banks, you need to talk trash about Nicki. Or I won't say talk trash, but if you're going to reprimand her for her behavior, you need to do the same with Nicki Minaj. Let's not act like with a bunch of people she has set herself up for the situation she's in now. You can't keep poking a dog and not expect to get bitten. You know what I'm saying? She is sneaky, and she's trying to make herself out to be the victim. Like, you start with people and then want to act like, oh, I don't understand what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And then you want to play victim, and then you want to make snarky comments. And then when people come check you, like Cardi B and Remy Ma, then all of a sudden you want to hide behind, the microphone on your podcast show, or you want to go on red carpet and make
which is
comments.
Also named Queen Radio.
Exactly. And like, all this other stuff like that she was doing behind the scenes, like, you expect people to not react at some point, and then you want to make it seem like you're the bigger person or you took the high road. No, you started this. Then you was sour and salty because people were doing better than you. Like I said before, everyone has their time. You had your time. Doesn't mean it's over, but it's just not your season right now. That's all it means.
And it don't mean it can't happen again.
Right. It's just let Cardi B this is Cardi B's time. Let her have her shine. You know what I'm saying? For a while when Remy Ma got out, she came back and she was popping for a while.
Yeah.
That was kind of like her time mixed with, I mean, it was tied into Nicki Minaj, but it wasn't Nicki Minaj's time. It was kind of like Remy Ma, like Welcome Back Remy Ma's time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
you can have come back.
now it's Cardi B's time. Now it's Cardi B's time. Then you were mad at Travis Scott and blah blah blah. It's like, yo, but your album wasn't all that. So just take the L and just sit down somewhere and just be quiet. Like you can't expect people. Like I just don't understand. And like I hope Nicki Minaj fans don't come after me either. But I mean, like it's the truth. Like you can't treat one artist one way and not hold another artist accountable. You know, you can't be mad at all these artists for coming at. There's no Nicki Minaj hate train. That does not exist. She made this bed and she needs to lay in it. You know, this is all her doing. This didn't just happen out of nowhere. You know, and to come in and be like, oh, I'm the queen. No, you're not. You know, there are people before you who is way better. And then tying into Beyonce as well. Beyonce calling herself Queen Bee. No. That's Lil Kim. Lil Kim was saying Queen Bee first. That doesn't matter. And then another thing is like people trying to like discredit Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj and trying to make it seem like, oh, well, Cardi B is just a caricature of black people and she has no right to do this or do that. And y'all just tearing down Nicki Minaj because she's black and this and that. And I'm like, you do realize that Cardi B is also black, right? You do know she's half black, correct? So you sound stupid, so shut up. So yeah, it's just dumb. Like y'all just playing games. And then another thing, y'all like, oh, Cardi B doesn't even write her own songs. I don't know many people who write all of their songs. You know how many songs Neo done wrote for people? You know how many songs Quincy Jones has written for people? Let's go back a little bit. Look at like the Frank Sinatra times. They all were recycling each other's songs. There was literally a million versions of the same song. Look at same thing like Aretha Franklin's time. Again, they were covering people's songs. Stevie Wonder wrote how many songs for people? Lauryn Hill has written songs for people. Michael McDonald has written songs for people. Elton John has written songs for people. Billy Joel probably has written songs for people. People have written songs for Billy Joel and Elton John. We that's nor here nor there. You know, we could play that game all day. Some of the biggest legends in music had ghostwriters, and you know, that's just that. Let's not play that. Come on, bro. And you think Nicki Minaj never had songwriters? Come on now. Let's not play this game. Like y'all sound stupid. You know, let her have her shine. Let her have her moment. You know, she's made mistakes. Okay, sure, whatever. But she's not like, she's just trying to live her life with her kid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are like, oh, she didn't deserve a Grammy. Look, at this point, I don't even know why we even give any attention to like the Grammys, the Tonys, the what are
they're already biased anyway.
Right, like why do we even pay these First of all, what's that award show? And I know I'm getting on topic real quick. What's that award show that where it's about movies? Is that the Tonys?
There's a couple awards.
Or is it the Oscars?
Oscars is about movies. Tony's, I think, is TV shows. I think
because there's one where they show.
Tony's is Broadway.
Because there's one where they do the movies, and then some that are nominated be like movies in other languages that have been shown overseas, or like films.
That's the Oscars. Oscars, yeah.
The dumbest award show I've ever seen, because you're making us watch an award show and you're showing us a lot of the movies nominated are films that no one's heard of. No one has seen, at least not in America. So I'm trying to figure out, why am I watching this if I've never heard of any of these films? This doesn't make any sense. But yeah, anyway.
We won't revisit that.
The loneliest Bitch, if you burp on this podcast one more time, I'm done. We're done. We're leaving now. I'm gonna go. I've had enough. All right. Seriously though, we gotta go. So we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Woo.